Oh, it's recording now. So let me do this. We'll go ahead and take care of this business. What's going on, everyone? I'm your host, John, and I am the host of the Water Seed Podcast. So, everyone, by this being the second episode, I would like to do a brief intro as to why I am doing this. All right. So, me currently, I am a fifth grade teacher in DC, and I love it. But a few months ago was our first week of school, and we asked the students, hey, what do you want to do when you get older? And what are some things that you want to do now? And these students gave some very insightful responses. All right. So what I decided is I said, hey, I know so many great people, like my friend Adrian right here, who has a wonderful, super amazing job. And he's going to share with us later on how he gets money. All right. So, but everyone, let me take care of business first. So, if you want to catch up with me or follow, figure out what I'm doing, you can go to Instagram or YouTube and type in Water Seed Podcast. If you would like to donate to the vision to spread this message to everyone across the world, you can donate at $Water Seed Podcast. All right. Whew. With that being said, Adrian, how are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself, man?
Man, blessed beyond measure. So, Adrian, I'm going to ask you about, let's say, about 7 questions, all right?
Sounds good.
So, Adrian, the first question is, what is one of your favorite memories from school?
I would say one of my favorite memories that I hold near and dear to my heart was back in my sophomore year of high school. I played basketball all 4 years of high school, but my sophomore year was probably like my favorite year. I remember it was a junior varsity game, and I hit the last second shot to send us into overtime. And it was just a moment like I'll always cherish. Like my teammates were so excited, adrenaline running. It's just one of those moments that, you live for, you see on TV, you dream about, and it was a reality for me. So I would say that.
Hey, man, that's a great response. Question for you then. What position were you playing sophomore year?
I was playing the power forward.
Hey, shout out to Adrian for being a power forward. And shout out to that team that year.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Adrian, another question is, what is your career? What do you do?
My career is I'm a contract specialist for the Department of Defense. I work under the Department of the Navy.
Oh, wow. So, Adrian, can you elaborate a little bit more about, like, what do you do every day?
Sure, pretty much. So pretty much I'm the person, we do more so like business advisory. The Navy, that's our customer. We're the customer. And we have, well, let me rephrase that. The Navy, I work under the Navy, and we work with different defense contractors who are our customers. So whenever they need a new service put together, or they need a new product, pretty much we write the contract from start to finish. We make sure, all the clauses are necessary in the contract. We have to go by this thing called a FAR, Federal Acquisition Regulation. That's what that stands for. It's pretty much like the government Bible. It tells us what we can and cannot do, and make sure that we follow that in all our contracts. So it's a pretty interesting job. It's like we're like the business advisor. We can say what we can and cannot do. We work with a program manager and everything. So it's pretty cool.
Sounds classified. I love it. So, Adrian, the next question is, could you describe your journey into this field? Like, how did you get here?
Gladly. I would say about 5 years now. After I graduated from undergrad, I had entered the field of the workforce. My first job fresh out of college was I worked at Enterprise Rent-A-Car management trainee. And I spent 3 months there. But prior to taking that job, did a bunch of interviews. And one of the interviews I had was for the Department of Defense under the Air Force. So I got a call back after 3 months of working at Enterprise saying that they wanted me to come to work. So I actually started working for the government at about 22. Started as an item manager specialist. And then I did that for about 1.5 years. And then I took the venture of going into the contracting world. And pretty much what sparked me is just because I felt like in the contracting world, I can be more so a business. That's what I actually got my undergrad degree in business with a concentration in management. So
Okay. Go ahead, shout your school out, your
Oh, yeah.
university.
Shout out to the Fort Valley State University, the #1 public HBCU in the land of Georgia.
Hey, shout out. I hear you, Adrian. All right. The next question I would like to ask you is, what difference do you want to make in this world?
A difference that I would like to make in this world, I definitely want to be a change that I want to see. I feel like oftentimes people always say, oh, I want to make a change. I want to do this. I want to do that. But they're not really proactive or they're not very intentional. And one thing I can say about myself as I grow with my career and just grow up in life, intention is everything. And being proactive about what you set out to decide that you want to do, that's everything. If you want to be the change, do something that you want to change. If you want to change policy in school, if you want to change, how things are going in a certain job field or whatnot, you can be that voice. So it all starts with you. Be the change you want to see.
That's real, and I love that, man. That's the message, Adrian. That was just simply amazing. So, for question 6, how can people connect with you?
Gladly, people can connect with me. I'm on Facebook, Adrian Ford. That's my whole name. Don't wear it out. You can follow me on Instagram at aford, AYEEFORD. And I'm also, on LinkedIn if you want to make those professional connections as well at Adrian J Ford. So be glad to reach out. I'm pretty respondent. So just check me out. Let me know.
Yes, he is, ladies and gentlemen and friends. All right. So, Adrian, now it's time for rapid fire. All right.
All right. Sounds
Got
good.
about 5 or 6 questions I'm going to ask you, and let's see, can we make it through them? All right. The first question is, fiction or nonfiction?
I would say nonfiction. I like a true story.
Oh, I love it. I love the explanation. All right. Question 2. Can you name one teacher from kindergarten through your senior year?
Yes, Miss Suzanne Chitwood.
And what grade is that?
She was actually my a literature teacher for 11th and 12th grade.
Hey, shout out to her. All right. Next, question 3. Describe your favorite lunch from school.
I would say my favorite lunch was hot wing day. We had hot wings and mac and cheese. I'm from the South, so I'm a little country, just a little bit. But I look forward to that lunch because, I used to put my little hot sauce on my mac and cheese with my hot wings. So it was love.
I love it. I love it. All right. Next question. Can you name a great musical album from start to finish?
From start to finish, that's a tough one. I would say Drake's Take Care album. That was my favorite album. Don't know each song from 1 to, I think it's 15 songs on the album, but I know all of them, but I don't know them in the specific order. But that was one of my albums I hold dear and dear. I love it. My favorite album.
That album too. Great album, and shout out to Drake and everybody that loves that album. All right. Next, Adrian, question 5. Can you give a shout out to any HBCU?
Oh, I got to show love to my home team, the Fort Valley State University, down in Fort Valley, Georgia. Check us out. #1 public HBCU in the land of Georgia.
I love it. Shout out to them. All right, Adrian. Now this is the last question. All right. Whew. Last question. If you could assign any homework to our friends watching and listening to assist them with their dreams, what would it be?
The homework assignment I would give is list about 5 things that you're passionate about. And then once you list those 5 things, ask yourself, are those things that you could see yourself doing for a long period of time and that you just genuinely and truly love? And once you do those, play, process of elimination, which ones like you just gotta do, that you just want to do. If you can't do nothing else, you can do that specific one and list why you would do it.
I love that point. And Adrian, just to put you on the spot, could you name a few of your 5?
I would say a few of my 5 was, I know I always wanted to be successful. I wanted something that was going to challenge me always. Something that's going to, I'm not going to feel like I'm repetitive, but I'm learning something new. Each day is different. I would say when I was younger, one of my things was I wanted to have a job where I could dress up and have a shirt and tie on. Just something as simple as that. I was passionate about dressing. That's one of my things. And just something that I feel like can make a difference. be the change that I want to see.
Yes,
So
that's real, man. And you are successful, and you are being the change that the world needs, friends. All right, Adrian, that's it for the second episode. Thank you for everything, man. I really appreciate it.
thanks for having me.
Hey, man. Take care, everyone. Read a book, and I'll see you all next time.